Hello there, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Tonight? No, this morning. It is morning. It's really weird. I should open up another window. Hold on a second. My room is fucking dark as shit. Holy fuck. I have 2 escape rooms left. Well, that's interesting. Also, hi, Mike. Hi, Tatsu. Hi, everybody who's watching. Hope everyone's having a good morning so far. Good day. I am, like, so scrunched in the corner right now. Holy crap. Also, I have 2 things to... Before we begin anything, first off. Yeah, okay, everything's good there. I made sure beforehand, but I just wanted to be sure then. I have 2 things that I was told I have to show off. Because 1 is what I'm wearing right now, and 2 is something that apparently Far Cry Stream never knew about. So first off, like I promised, I got my Chiaki sweater on. We all good. We're finishing off with the Chiaki sweater. So, for those of you who wanted that, I wasn't lying when I said I had a Chiaki sweater. It's quite nice. And then the second thing is, I don't know how well it's going to be able to show. I do have a wolf tattoo on my arm. I was going to show that off last time. So, there. Now you know, I have a Chiaki sweater, and that's the wolf tattoo. People wanted to see that last time, so I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll show it. Anyway, with that being said, we're on the final stretch of 999 Fenrir. It's not Fenrir tattoo, but I guess it's close. So, shit. Yeah, we're in a library right now. So let's get that started with. Do you want to resume? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So up the sleeves, and let's get to this. So, this is a freaking huge place if I remember. Yeah, that's a fucking gigantic library. Holy shit. I mean, we did read some of these, but still. Handrails made of metal. There's a note. It says lights of the books. Like, there's a shit ton of books. Holy fuck. Let's... Oh. The fuck? What's the deal with these titles? They're all just gibberish. Hey, what if we, like, switch them around? Switch them around? Yeah, if we move them around, maybe they'll spell something. Oh, I get it. Yeah, heck, it's worth a shot. Well, I mean, open. How about this? There we go. Looks like putting those books in the right order opens something right up. That was a piece of cake. Hooray! You did it, Junpei! I guess it turned out well enough. Well, that's pretty easy. That didn't take long at all. So letters from the title spell out, open here, find bulb. Well, we found a bulb. It's a powerful light bulb, even. Super powerful! Also, as always, let me know if audio sounds good and everything. Don't want it to sound bad or anything. The Black Hole Hypothesis, Gamma Ray Astrophysics. I guess this bookshelf has an astronomy theme. Okay, what about here? Ooh, we got some stuffs. What's Hellenism? I think it's something like a fusion of Greek and Oriental culture. Audio's fine. Sweet! A kid's book. Here? It looks like a children's story about Native Americans. Don't you think a random book like this is kind of suspicious? Maybe you all to hold on to it. For a second, I thought that was the Chicago Blackhawks symbol. Goodness. Hey, Junpei, take a look at this one. Maybe it's some... Oh, it's a pop-up book. Interesting. Look. Interesting indeed. History of a medieval period. Maybe turn game up just a little bit. Alright. Slightly up. Let's try that. Maybe it's about Sir Lancelot? Is indeed just a story. I don't think you're going to find a guy who didn't really exist in history books. I thought Sir Lancelot actually did exist. Or is that not a thing? Energy theory, development of nanotechnology materials, interactions between shortwave energy and matter. What else we've got? Just listening to you read those titles is giving me a headache. Can't say fancy technology stuff. I got my hair. Ah! And a guy get along really well. Keep on talking about that stuff and you're going to put me to sleep. But aren't you like a really... What the fuck? There's a downstairs? Let's go downstairs too. What do we got over here? Dedican... What the fuck? Owen... Sure, what the hell? Dadkind. What the hell is this? Wasn't that German mathematician? Maybe it's a compilation of his work. Labyrinths. This book is in German. It looks like it's a complete works of something. I've never heard of it. Well, if Snake doesn't know what it is, I don't think we'll ever know. Dadkind. Interesting. Owen. Like Owen Wilson? Wow. Owen is enough to go on. Perhaps it's about English revolutionary. Sheldrake. Isn't Sheldrake... Sheldrake's is a person. Probably. The Pythagorean theorem. I know about that. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We learned that all in high school. I hope. Sounds like there's numbers and math books in this section. Algebraic number theory. Math, huh? There's another one like that over here. You mean something like primary number theory or analytical number theory or geometry. Oh my gosh, how did you know? Nobody said anything about those. Well, number theory is usually split into 4 chief disciplines. If there was a book named Algebraic Number Theory, I took a wild guess that the other 3 would be there as well. Looks like I was right. Damn, Snake, you're smart as shit. Holy fuck. Goldbox conjecture. Conjecture, what's about? Like magic or psychic stuff or something? God damn, that sprite! That sprite every time gets me. I can't, like, it's so weird. It's such a weird sprite. So, I'm gonna probably pan the camera down a little bit. Ah! Webcam. Being okay? Cool. That way you guys can actually see, like, the patch and everything. That way I can, like, zoom in a little closer. Otherwise it's just too far up and then it's like, what the fuck is going on here? It may have an odd title, but it's actually a very respectable mathematics book. It deals with one of the unsolved problems of additive number theory. Sorry I said anything. Look, let's not get into this right now. The cute Chiaki sweater? I know, I could do the rest of it with, like, the ears up and everything. Like, we could just do, like, that's it. Like, the rest of the stream is this. I just have my ears up, but no one will take me seriously. So, but let's be honest, no one was taking me seriously anyway. There's a weird book, Junpei. Indian mathematics. She seems so happy! Clover, you're so awesome. That's funny. Why is that funny? It says Riemann hypothesis. What is the hypothesize about Riemann? Isn't it pretty straightforward? Heavens no. There are many factors: length, girth, lubrication, and lack thereof. It's an exciting and rapidly growing field. Whoa. Alright. Well, there's a lot of shit down here. Ooh! Another pop-up book? Something about these feels kind of nice, you know? Brings back good memories. I guess even people like 7 were kids once. No shit. No shit indeed. Hey guys, cool it. Alright, I think I'm gonna take this picture book with me as well. Alright, what's inside of it? C. S-C-E-E. That was a 5. Looks like another pop-up book. S and E, a dash, and a number 5 sticking out. It might be pressed if that was a 5. Okay. I mean, you can't really combine these now. C's. We're suddenly playing Persona 3, agricultural and historical organizations and folklore. Okay. Modern Japanese literature, origin of Japanese folklore. It looks like there's a bunch of books about Japanese culture, mostly ones about folklore. Is Korekio here? Well, folklore can cover a wide range of subjects: history, urban life, religious trends, environmental changes, oral traditions. Can cover all those things if we know where to look. This looks pretty deep. Pretty deep indeed. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Small enclosure with 9 sides. There are 3 of these things that look kind of like music stands. I think maybe you're supposed to put the pop-up books and you can open them up. Yeah, if we were to do that, they'll make a shadow on the bottom. True, but aren't there 3 stands? We need 1 more picture book. Okay. Let's go find this last picture book, shall we? Whoa, sorry. Oh, did we just touch Clover's hand? Did we just touch Clover's hand? Clover. Sorry, hey, what's the deal with the sappy stuff? But Clover's best girl. Books in all sorts of languages, but there's something suspicious about the shelf on the left. What's this? This bookshelf has sort of glass inlay. It's pretty big, but there are only 6 books in it. It seems kind of weird. It looks like something's at the bottom. Glass is all foggy. I didn't mean to do that. Lock, yep, won't budge. So we need a key. Hey, look, it has 6 numbers. I wonder where we're gonna get those numbers from, huh? Iron plates bolted down. I don't think it's a door, it's just a wall. Okay, let's head back up. It's gotta be somewhere, right? What's this? Paleontology. Okay. Before he existed. Ammonites are pretty nasty looking. Mother Nature! Some sort of hippie chicks book. Probably not, except perhaps Tangent. Words. I was trying to make a joke. Hippie chicks, really? Okay, where is the fuck is this? Last Darwin. Charles Darwin wrote a book called On the Origin of Species. Gosh, I'm learning so much about science and so many good books. I want to read all these books now. Natural selection. Transit. We need to hurry up or we're going to end up like on the pages of those books. Introduction to geology. Holy crap. Is there really none? Hold on. One of these has to have a picture book, right? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Some famous guy. It's a fictional book. Abdul. Necronomicon. Holy shit. Golden Rabbit and the Moon. Rabbits are pretty cute, though. That is true. Where the fuck are the rest of these children's books? Telepathy. They're still learning about telepathy, even after all this time. There's nothing right there. Open here, find bulb. To the moon, Alice! To the moon, indeed. What was that? Occult Oriental history, China's history. Interesting. Hold on. Is there anything behind my webcam? No. Bunch of books, bunch of books. There's the open here, find bulb. Hey! It's another pop-up book. They do have the same binding. Let's open it up with the baseball. Hey, it's a head. We found a head in a book, guys. We found a head in a book. Let's fucking go over here and do this. Alright, how about we try putting the picture books on the stands, and what do we get? A little weird. My dog is roughing and everything. 3 lights. They aren't very bright, though. If there are 3 lights, that means 3 light bulbs. We're going to place all 3 bulbs. Oh, we need to find 3 light bulbs? Shit. Okay. And there's the big door. Okay. At the end of the password, Neptune. We need to find the key marked Neptune. Brother and sister teamwork! And 7 and I don't exist. Gotta go find them bulbs, I know. I'm like looking around here. Called correlation of bone density, muscle. I'm gonna pay attention to this screen. Sorry if I'm gonna look to the right for a little bit. Just trying to see what we can find here. History medieval period, Hellenism, Greek mythology. Wow. Interesting. Here's the question though, why can I like go closer to these? Oriental history. Open here, find bulb. Okay. I'm gonna look around a few of these here. Lights to the books. So I have to use the books to find it. Open here, find bulb. Yeah, which we did. Am I supposed to count the colors? 3, 1. No, I don't think that's it. Mind swap? Change bodies? If you pay too much, I'd rather die than let 7 switch with me. You're just imagining it? Why? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why does everyone want to switch bodies with people? Do you think we should hold hands when there aren't any handrails? I'll be fine. I can feel vibrations of the floor. It's not what she meant. Oh, but she wants to hold hands with the Junpeis. Okay, there's something has to be done with this. Sheldrake. Owen. So we don't know what to do with those just yet. I'm just looking through all the different ones right now. Bunch of books of myth. See, the problem is I'm seeing all of these, and I just don't... There's got to be something I'm missing here. Let me take a drink. Getting some good old Gatorade in here, even though I have Mountain Dew right next to me. Hello, Roku. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Alright. Something tells me so much stuffs. Yeah. Nervous system. Curious, the everywhere people connect with each other. Maybe you have to read everything. Look, this recreation, you think we're talking about? Don't think so. Maybe we're talking about reconstruction abilities. In other words, they may be talking about cultivating a sixth sense. Ancient gladiators, human physical limits. Dissection. This bookshelf must have all medical books. Sounds like these books have been organized by genre. This library must be massive. I'm rather impressed how well organized it is. Yep. Principles of monkey behavior. Imagine there's a book describing praxeology studies on monkeys. Chibi? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm Chiaki now, with purple hair. So I imagine the research was fruitful. Interesting. So, let's see. Automated robotic assembly line techniques. What's that? Some sort of comic book? Geez, I guess boys really like stuff like that, huh? You know, different robots. These books talk about automated machinery that's used to build things like cars. Oh, you call it Palm Chibi? I was gonna say, I'm Chiaki today. Sorry. I love this sweatshirt so freaking much. You have no idea. You have no idea how much I love this sweater. It's a pretty generic title. To be honest, it's so vague I don't really know what it might be about. We have photochemistry. Think you've ever set this up? Wanted to just not see the spot and give it. Hey, there we go. Looks like a whole spot of space. Look, Junpei. I think there's something hidden behind the books. Another light bulb. So I just have to keep reading literally every single one of these until they're like, hey, we should probably pull this out. Foundation DNA of genetic engineering. And we can't look at the other ones. Well, let's just keep looking everywhere. Principles. Okay, we already checked left side, right side. What do we got here? Why did mankind lose their tails? Oh, shit. How many is that? 2? Yeah, we have 2. No stealing? Adorable. There's so much adorableness going on here. Why are you asking me? I didn't even know we had tails to lose. Maybe you should ask a human with a tail. Mankind something. No longer useful, and the nutrients required to grow them were better put elsewhere. At least that's what I read. I was rather young and may have remembered incorrectly. Why the hell would a kid be reading a book like that? Good question. Micrographia. Robert Hooke's famous work, first published in 1665. Okay. He built a microscope and examined insects, inorganic substances, and other things too small to be seen in detail by human eyes. He then drew pictures of many of the things he examined and published them in a book. So far, all I've been doing is reading text and finding books. I'd hazard a guess the shelf is concerned with natural sciences. Creatures at South Seas. I wonder if this one's got pictures of colorful fish and stuff. Nope. Nothing. Paleontology. Mother Nature. Theories of Cambrian explosion. Did a bomb go off somewhere called Cambria? Wrong kind of explosion. I think it's about evolutionary, right? During the Cambrian period, many living organisms increased. Yeah, and there was a big population growth, is what happened there. Why that happened, however, is still a mystery. There's still a number of theories. This book looks most likely a collection of them. There'll be a lot of text in this stream. Oh boy, so much text. It's so beautiful. Mind swap, temptations, something, some rabbits. Some rabbits are involved. Mind swap. Oh, we've already checked that. So we should check up here. Nope. God, stop going back to that one, Junpei. Yep, okay, we already did that. So we're gonna... Don't want to go with the hand roll. I don't want to hold her hand right now. Are property values going up or out of in space to these days? Man, guess times are rough for aliens too. Cosmic inflation. Cosmic inflation? Oh, great. Supersymmetric string theory in 10-dimensional space-time. They're talking about superstring theory, a theory of reality where, how to explain, it says that all elements of the universe are governed by the vibrations and harmonics of tiny supersymmetric strings. Isn't that like alternate stuff? An overview of confound field theory. It's a theory that posits an invariant quantum field, where fucking so much science, holy shit, where conformal transformations can take place. Knock it off with the science voodoo stuff. You're trying to put me to sleep? I know, right? No, this is pretty interesting, though. Theory of general relativity. Hey, Albert Einstein. Good old Einsteins. Quantum gravity. How about you start using real words? Then maybe we'll get somewhere. Nope, we have no idea. Faraday's law. Believe that Michael Faraday. Cool. We're learning things today, everybody. We're learning everything. Son of a bitch. Okay, this gotta be the last one. Permian creature seems a little fancy for some kind of prehistoric critter. Without hair, I can't imagine they need perms. That's got nothing to do with this. This one says cultural heritage of Rome. Since inherence tax. History of Buddhism. History medieval period, more history, Hellenism, Greek mythology, history of the Western world. This one's about European history. Interesting. Just gonna leave that snake. Didn't seem like you. Wait, what? Oh, well, he's from the West. Yeah, that's true. Okay, well, we did that. So let's go back over here. Because we have to pretty much examine every single one of these shelves. It was what I'm figuring out if we're going to find it. Nothing. Wait a second, I've looked everywhere then, right? Nature, paleontology. I know where they're talking about, but it's a lot of information at once. Clover is of legal age, right? Yeah, isn't she 18? I'm pretty sure. Check the cabinet downstairs. What are you talking about? This? I don't know what that is. No, the kind of lock where you rotate the numbers. What the hell is this? It's like they just gave us the answer. Oh, that's true. 632-415. 632-415. 632-415. Ah, fuck. 6, 3, 2, 4, 1. You're right. Say, David, what's up? I don't know why, but don't feel particularly happy. At least it's open, and there should probably be the last bulb is inside, huh? Yeah, I figured as much. A light bulb! Clover is 18 in the game. See? I was right. Alright, let's go change these fucking bulbs and figure out what's going on. Awesome. It worked. Way to go, Junpei. Good job, buddy. There's something projecting. These letters, they seem familiar. Sheldrake 5. Sheldrake? Oh, I'm supposed to examine that first. Hold on.
Sheldrake 5?
There we go.
I think I saw the rest of this collection somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here.
Sorry, I want to take a drink. Somebody's vacuuming downstairs? Really? At a time like
take
this?
a look.
Okay.
Sheldrake.
Why does that seem familiar?
Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
Also, I need to do this real quick. Live. There we go. Lotus.
There's a British biochemist.
Oh, yeah,
Sheldon.
that's right.
He has
That's
a
right.
rather interesting theory. Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Oh, yeah, that was so long ago. Holy crap.
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
Really?
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
Yeah, Snake wasn't around for any
The
of
ability to
this.
access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things.
Aw, she seems so sad.
The first is epiphany, and the other is danger.
That girl. I told her not to tell anyone.
You did? Why?
What?
Well,
Look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
tell you
me to-
what.
Don't give me
Good
that.
stuff.
About the experiment.
Yeah,
Ugh.
because we know Snake's part of the experiment.
Very well, fine. I'll tell you everything.
Wow.
But not
Cool.
here. Let's move to the top floor.
Okay. Why? Why are you moving to the top floor?
I suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet.
I mean, that's true.
And why I made sure Clover did as well. To be honest, the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to. I had little choice.
Okay.
He didn't walk up and tell me, of course.
Yeah, that would be too
He
obvious.
gave me a message engraved on a card.
That's a Braille card.
Yeah.
It looks just
So we
like
got-
the one you showed us earlier.
Is it the
So you
same one?
had 2 cards.
No, only one.
Oh, yeah, he did, because only he could read
Huh?
it.
What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the Nonary Game on it.
Nope, there's more.
Yes, it did. And those were the rules I read you. However,
Magnificent hair flip? Well, thank you.
they were not the only thing on the card. there was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say there was something I couldn't read.
Couldn't?
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator. It's a threat on our lives.
No.
Oh. Well,
would be scary.
what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
That's true.
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently she told you. That girl.
Listen, it's because Junpei's the protagonist. He needs to know everything.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff.
That is
She's
true.
prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
That is also true.
That's very true. I've decided I can trust you.
Well, thank you, Snake. I like you too.
I've decided to tell you the truth.
There's a truth?
The chance that Santa is Zero is very high.
Well, that's good.
I feel I can
We already
assume
knew that,
Santa
right?
doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment.
That's also
And
true.
at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
And that is, those are 3 truths. Sudden explosion can be heard in the background. I would be so sad, Roku. I'd be like, Clover, no! And I'd be screaming.
Why?
Troop is Santa? He's Santa Claus? Oh, that's awesome.
Clover told me about the 4-leaf clover, about the
About the
words.
words.
If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment.
Yeah,
I'm sure of
makes
it.
sense. Okay.
He
Bye,
wouldn't kill
Nonary, how's it going? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. About to finish the
No
trip.
matter what the situation was.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment.
Yes, we do. I think all of us do.
Yeah.
Who have not played the game
How
before.
much do you know?
AKA me.
Clover told me about...
And we just go over the words.
I see.
And he looks dejected.
The morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior. How the experiments had taken place simultaneously at 2 locations. One being the ship, and the other being a building in Nevada.
Shush.
And the
Nevada.
girl that died during the experiment.
Yep. Is
She
it Nona?
told you all that, did she? At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine...
is who did this and why, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people who
Let's go,
organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Which we know Ace is the
There
president
were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Hongo,
Who is Ace?
Nagisa Nijisaki,
We have no idea who she is.
Teruaki Kubota,
Sounds like teriyaki chicken.
Kagechika Musashido.
Awesome name.
Hongo was the CEO of Cradle
Hey, look.
Pharmaceuticals.
That definitely looks like Ace.
Nijisaki was his right-hand man and did the lion's share of the planning.
He looks like Tokia from Udapri.
Kubota led the company's research and development division.
That ninth man?
Musashido was their majority stockholder.
He just looks like a dick.
It was these
Or you
4
weren't
people
over
who
that. Like I
planned
said,
the
Nona was
initial
one of her
experiment.
daughters. Yeah, we've been through that.
Let me simplify it for you. Hongo designed it, and Nijisaki put it all together. Kubota developed the technology required, and
I mean, he
Musashido
probably
provided
did.
the cash.
However, teriyaki chicken doesn't sound, doesn't seem pretty likely to be the ninth man, to be honest.
So it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido...
So let's just go down the order, just because I'm not going to remember these names. Teriyaki, Ace, Tokia, Dick.
Of course, more than 4
Yes, yeah.
people were required to conduct an experiment of this scale. To that end, they organized a top-secret team to assist them with their research.
Top secret team.
All
Interesting.
in all, they gathered 10 people or so. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project.
I mean, the reason I'm calling this guy Dick is because he reminds me of whatever his name was in Persona 5, the third palace that you go to, if you guys have played Persona 5. I always just called that guy a huge dick because he really was a giant dick. So that's why I call him Dick.
They named it the
Kaneshiro,
Nonary
there we go.
Project.
Yep.
The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will.
See, I really did not like Kaneshiro, which is why I called him Dick the entire time. I don't remember his name, I just called him Dick.
The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control
I
was
guess
the
that's it.
morphogenetic field.
That's why I called him Dick Pom Pom. Because he was a giant dick.
Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize?
Oh.
Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change?
Yeah, we've been through about
Why
this.
did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation? Experiments with humans produce the same results.
Interesting. And these were the experiments
The
that
more
Santa knew
people
about.
who knew the answer to a question, the more there were who could answer correctly without having seen the problem before. Why is that? How could it happen?
We still don't know why June and Junpei are part of the game, but I'm
The
pretty
answer
sure we're going to
is
find
that
out
the
soon.
shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye.
Oh, that's just called convenience. And
through that
morphogenetic fields, too.
The
but
resonant
convenience as
event
well.
transmits information related to that answer. That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
But that's just a theory.
Game theory? Alright, we're done
Can't
with that.
bring yourself to believe it?
Sorry, I like Matt Pat.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's nice.
Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it.
Did you watch my Far Cry stream yesterday? Pretty sure we saw that.
Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder.
What? Whatever, guys. If you guys are... Nah.
They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial.
I just like the content. Don't diss me for liking content now. Don't worry.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
Gotcha.
That's right.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you were saying.
Yep.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
Get everyone to think the same way?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem.
Okay.
The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstanding.
That's so weird. It's like the idea is if everyone jumped at the same time, then like the Earth would like move like a millimeter. So let's say like 1 million people all jumped at the same time just randomly, okay? More people would then start wanting to jump randomly throughout the day. And then it would keep going until everybody wants
Mankind's
to. It would take a long
thought process and
time,
actions
but
are all part of a resonant event.
interesting.
All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you.
Suddenly, sudden urge to do a handstand? I can't do a handstand.
Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, what would happen? If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well.
It's like morphogenetic fields are like peer pressure, but mental peer pressure. It's like you don't have to say anything. You turn to your friend, you're just like, you just flip them off randomly, and then they want to flip you off back. And then they're just like, see, I didn't even have to say anything, and you already flipped me off. That's what I wanted you to do the entire time. And that's the biggest mind game ever. It's great.
Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
Come on, there's no way.
Yeah, I guess so, Tatsu. I guess so. I'd like it, though. Psychic peer pressure starts to yawn, now yawn. No, Nai! You're gonna get me to yawn!
I'm
No!
not.
Please, no! Keep playing the game, but the morphogenic field make him keep doing it. Dang it, Mike!
Imagine another
Chill
scenario.
your
Imagine
roll, man.
another person. This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands? What would happen then?
Mike, I'm upset.
A person
I
who has
know
the
why.
power to write to the field,
Why?
and someone who can
I'm gonna
read
yawn
from the
at least
same.
one time throughout the stream now. I don't even have coffee. I don't have any coffee. No, Tatsu, no! Tatsu, no, please.
You could think
I don't
of them
want
as
to.
the writer and the reader, or the transmitter and the receiver.
I'm trying so hard not to right now.
What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
Stop it!
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver. And then the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish.
If you guys hear vacuuming sounds, by the way, for like the next, yeah, hey, listen, yeah is what I say.
That's what you're saying.
And Himiko says
right?
too. But if you guys hear like vacuuming sounds for like the next 15 minutes, I think my father is vacuuming right now.
Yes, close enough at least.
Yeah is what I usually say, Mike.
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well,
Is
if you
it?
want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first.
That's true.
At least, that was how they thought. That was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how
Okay,
the
maybe
Nonary
it's-
project began.
Maybe it's quieter than I thought.
By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
Yes.
Yeah, that was an experiment in telepathy, right?
Yep, we've
You
been
place
through
a pair of
this.
subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed. Yes, that is exactly.
Who told us that? Was that 7?
So, why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary project. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Interesting.
Hongo used it to conduct experiments
Ace.
on visiting children in secret.
Visiting children in secret, huh?
Some of them, he found, had potential.
Had the potential. Is this now Persona 3 all of a
He
sudden?
began to gather children that showed promise. Children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, none of them volunteered.
Ace is a pet.
They
Maybe.
were kidnapped.
Of course they were.
There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total.
So Santa and his sister were 2, and then Snake and
For
Clover.
reasons that were
okay.
not fully understood at the time, each pair had 1 transmitter and 1 receiver. They were split perfectly.
Interesting.
As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9.
That's true. That is true, actually.
The children
Mike.
who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known
We're
as Building
16.
Q in the Nevada desert.
Were 16 kidnapped, and then 2 were willingly?
The
What?
children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A.
You Q&A?
Group A was
Question
then
and
placed
answer?
on the
Okay.
former hospital ship Gigantic.
Which is where we are.
From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following. There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The
Okay.
first is epiphany.
But
The other is danger.
Which is what Clover told
Have
us.
you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and very hard until finally an answer suddenly appeared in your mind?
Yeah. Yes, I have, actually.
It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany.
Yeah.
The information obtained through that epiphany can be easily transmitted through the field,
Possibly,
where it
Tatsu.
can be easily interpreted. Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic.
Which is what we
The
just did.
participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room.
Which is what
Of
we've
course,
been doing.
he hadn't forgotten to include danger. He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic. The children in Group A were forced to play the Nonary game as the ship sunk. By forcing the children into a life-or-death situation, Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields.
But wait. But this is the same ship that 7 would have been on, right?
The children from Group Q,
Why
on
was
the other
7 on the
were
ship?
confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly.
Okay.
Every detail was exactly the same. Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q. Solve the puzzles you find throughout the rooms. When you have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A. If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail,
Well, that's
then
true,
the
but-
Gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown.
Listen, that's true, Mike, but at the same time, like, there has to be another
Those
reason why
were
he was
his
on the ship,
orders.
though. Besides being
Do
put
you
in
know
that
why
cell.
the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely?
Why is that?
It was because NASA had access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule. All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in.
Is this true?
By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings.
Okay,
to the men
that
aboard
would
the
make
actual
sense. I
capsule.
thought they were about to put like the whole morphogenetic fields into that. I'd be like, no, you probably have to actually relay that, right?
That was how they were able to return safely. It was the same with the gigantic and building Q. The children from Group Q had to use the power of epiphany to solve the puzzles they found and transmit what they learned through the fields. The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage.
Wait a second. Could the last two... Stay with me now, but could the last two people... Because it says 16 people were kidnapped. Let's say the last two were June and Junpei. Except they accidentally wandered onto it, which is why they weren't kidnapped. That could be a reason why they're there.
That is the
Maybe,
simplest
but they're not
explanation I
siblings.
can manage.
What if they are they better not be siblings.
Huh.
They have no memories of it? Well, as Lotus alluded to, both of her kids didn't say anything about what happened,
Junpei,
right?
Snake! How much longer are you two
Only
gonna sit
Snake and
around on those
Clover
phony
and Santa
asses?
seem to remember, as of right now.
Get down here already!
I think June may have hidden
He's
it,
right.
though, Mike. That's possible.
Let's
see.
go, shall we?
We still need to
don't
figure
have
out
much
why.
time. We need to get out of here, and soon.
That's
Hold
true.
it. There's one more thing I want to ask you.
Okay.
Are you sure that there were 18 kids?
Why?
Well, I thought it was only 16.
Oh, yes. That was what they said on the news, wasn't it? Yes. I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted,
They were
and
abducted.
used in Hongo's experiment.
Why were two not
After
listed?
all, you couldn't exactly play a nonary game with any less, could you?
Well,
That's
yeah,
true.
but are you saying that the news got it wrong?
Yes, I am. There were 2 more children. However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no one filed a police report when they went missing. They were brother and sister, like Clover and I. The brother's name was Aoi.
Anyway.
The sister's name was... Her name was Akane. That was the girl who died.
Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago? Then, who is June?
We just know it's Akane, but not Kurashiki, right?
No.
He just said Akane, not Kurashiki, Junpei.
Can't be true. Akane isn't that uncommon of a name.
That's true.
If Snake had known her last name, that's a different matter entirely. So they share a name. A lot of other people do too. It doesn't mean anything. It was someone else.
What the
Of
fuck?
course it was. It has to be.
Is she dead? I mean, I understand now why they call this ending that ending, but what?
Is something wrong, Junpei?
Never mind. I'll get to that
Your
later.
breathing sounds strange.
Your breathing sounds really strange, man. This is
wait.
weird.
No, it's nothing. I'm fine. Let's get back down there, alright? I couldn't do it. Why didn't I ask? What's her last name? I just couldn't get the words to come out.
Game, you're gonna play on my play the strings, right? All right. Sheldrake 5. But he didn't say 5 at the end of the shattered picture. We need to find the 5th volume. Hey, look at that! There's a big red button. What's gonna happen? Imminent death. Oh yeah, that's where Alice is, right? Oh yeah, about ventilating? I have no idea why he said ventilating. What was that sound? It sounded like something really big was moving from the top floor. Yeah, let's definitely check it out. That's the wrong thing. Yellow. Well, I bet you've got to type something on that keyboard, but you can only enter in letters. And 4 letters. Let's see how it works. I guess you need to hit enter once you type in the letters. And you can erase. Let's give it a shot. Hold on. Count them Arabic numerals 13, 14, 10, and 13. Yeah, I know that. There's... Oh, yeah, hexadecimal, hexadecimal. Hold on, I got this, I got this. A, C, D, A, C. Never mind. What does that spell? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, no. Give me a second. I just want to... Table. Variable sister chart. A is base 10. B is C. Oh, I'm just dumb. That's right. Oh, you know what? Makes sense that would spell dead. Would make sense what it says dead. Don't, Mike, don't type in the answer. Good thing you didn't look over there, but don't type the answer, good sir. Don't get too excited, the password's dead, remember? It's like a Kane, I guess. Just makes me think waiting's too good. Still, lady, we can't be worrying about that stuff. We gotta unlock it. So let's go. Let's do this. We'll open this door. Can't get it open. Won't even budge. It's the other door. So one door opens, one door does not. Yay, this one opens. Listen, you already knew the answer. I typed it after you looked up the page. I guess so. We did it. We found the way out.
All right, this is the next.
Oh,
It closed.
the door.
And
Did
this is the
that
last
just
room.
close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back.
I don't know. Let's see.
We're trapped again.
Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it. It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
But
Cool.
there is a card reader, right?
There's a card reader.
Yeah.
Yeah, all us.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave.
Shit in here. Holy crap.
Well, yeah, that might work, but...
Hey! Wait a minute! Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Oh, man.
We're doomed.
Looks that way.
No way!
For real?
Well, we can sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer.
I mean, that's true. Who wants to die today, guys?
I'd rather doubt that, however. So it would be wise to start looking. We haven't much time. Let's find that key card.
We got a blind man
Oh,
and 3 other people.
And the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it.
That's true.
All right then, let's begin.
2 for the price of 1. Let's do this. Seek a way out. We have limited time. Welcome to room number 2. Nice. The study. Jeez, that like messed with my eyes for a moment. What else we got here? Hey, look, it's this map. Nautical table. I feel like I've seen this before. New material has been added to the file screen. Study nautical table. A nautical table from the study. It was found in the drafting table. The faded line on the right edge must be connected to the line on the left edge. Okay, that's cool. Let's keep that in mind. There are piles of crap everywhere, man. This place is a mess. It's messy. I don't know where to start. Some of the crap looks familiar. I think a lot of these parts are puzzles we've solved in other rooms. Interesting. Hey, it's Travis. What's going on, Travis? How you doing today? It's good Tuesday, it feels like. That's true, then this room could be Zero's laboratory. Perhaps Zero did something because I skipped right through it on accident, but machines and puzzles, he need them, so we planned them in fruition. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to probably see. It's just a pile of junk. There's nothing useful here. Alright, what do we got? Desk real big. It feels like a study. Yeah, it does seem pretty heavy-duty. I suppose it belongs to whoever uses this room, wouldn't you say? So this is Zero's room? She looks so happy again! Hooray! Looks like Elvis's face. How exciting. Okay, what else we got? So how many spaces we got? 5, right? Yeah, 5. So what's over here? There's a control panel in front of the big screen. I wonder if any of these buttons do anything. There's something on the screen. What's this? 15 cells with letters and numbers. Let me see that. So whenever you touch a cell, the one next to it turns on or off. You gotta use that to make the all cells on the right to the bottom green. Hey Junpei, found the piece of paper under that thing. You want to take a look at it? Do you think it might have something to do with the puzzle? A bunch of numbers and letters connected by equal signs. And just like she said, it's probably related to the puzzle. This really helps. Oh, she's blushing. Let's go back and try again. It looks like I need to make all green. Okay, what's our hint? Oh, the hexadecimal stuff. Okay, so we just have to add it all together. Okay. So F right now is 15, 15 plus 5, 21, which is L. So we need to make this equal L. Okay. 9 plus 11, 20. So we need to make that 1. So we need to... Ooh. What? Oh. Because if we put C there, C's going to turn that to all of the... Interesting. Well, that doesn't seem too hard. So I'm gonna do this, 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 this. Hold on. I'm bad at this. Give me a second. Once it... There we go. Shit, really? I'm dumb. Let's reset. Hey Gondo, how's it going? Can you do me a favor and re-examine the pipes on the wall a few times? You get some funny interactions. Mike didn't do it. Okay, cool. I'm doing alright, Travis. Just enjoying everything. Do you want all the autolators to be green? Yeah, I know that. Also, we got our good old Chiaki sweater today. We got good luck. We got my purple hair. We are good. So here, what else do we have? So that's a 4. That's a C. Four and a C. D is 13, 6. Hold on a second. I'm doing math here. That's 4. So we need to get 6 and 4. So I want to do this, and I want to do this. I just want to make sure. Hold on. Good thing I have my stack of note cards. Hey, it's Moon! How you doing today, Moon? I need to write down what we got here. So we got 6, 4. That was D. D and 1. D equals 13. 1. F equals 15. I think this was C down here, so 12, 11, 9. What was this one? 5. And then we have to equal 10, 21, 21, 21, 21, 10. So I need all of these right here to be lit, okay? I need this to be lit without being lit. Okay, so 9. So yeah, I just need these two to be lit. So to do that, I need to do this, I need to do this. I'll do this, do this, do that, do that, do that, do that. Wait, which one am I missing? Oh, I don't need B. Shit. Hold on. Do that. Oops, nope. Hold on. Because I don't need, so what I need to do is I need to make sure I don't have D and I don't have B. So to do that, I need to do this, this, this. There we go. Sorry, that took me a while. I was looking at the bottom and I was like, wait a second, I don't need D and B, so I needed to like remember how to do that. Sorry about that. Sorry that took so long. Okay, cool. I'm sorry if that was too long, so I'm like really bad at these switching puzzles. Oh, really? Getting there was the problem? See, once, like, with the note card that I made, like, as soon as I knew which ones I didn't need, I knew how to get to that point, which is why I did it in, like, 3 moves after I, like, reset it. I was like, oh yeah, I have to reset it. That's what I expected of you. I just pressed the buttons until I got what you wanted. See, I was doing that at first because I forgot to reset it. But I'm good at switching puzzles. Listen, the box puzzle and the switching puzzles are my favorite. Don't get me wrong. Come on, you're embarrassing me. Don't get cocky, kid. We don't got time. Look at this. Check out the right edge of the control panel. The lid slid open and something came out. What do we got? A cross emblem. Interesting. Nothing happens anymore when you press the button. Tatsu, stop yawning. I don't want to yawn right now. Are we talking about this pipe? That's a pipe. There's a cabinet underneath it. Small cabinet. Alright, is this the pipe you're talking about? No. Let's worry about the cabinet here. What the fuck? There's a piece of paper. Not sure what taking a closer look, but it might be a clue. We don't need this anymore, do we? No, I don't think so. Yeah, this is for the puzzle we already solved. New material. What is our new material? 9-panel cross puzzle. This document says 9-panel cross puzzle, first draft. On it, it was found in the filing cabinet in a small cluttered room. Since this says first draft, then presumably it was improved upon in a second draft, then a third, and so on. Base A. Find some of the numbers I know exactly. Okay. Do not calculate the areas colored in. Cool. Good to know. There's nothing in the other drawers. Nothing. Cool. Let's hold on to this. There's more pipes. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna look through some more things. It's not moving. Well, it looks pretty obvious how we're supposed to open it. It's a keyboard. And nothing. Hey, it looks like we need a few more cross emblems. Feel symbols engraved just upon each indentation. Steering wheel symbol. A cross symbol. Mysterious circle. And a waffle pattern. Waffles! Hooray! Pipes. What are you guys talking? If you had true luck, you would get it correctly without trying. I don't have the best luck. I don't need luck. I just need my brain, good sir. Additionally, each symbol seems to have been given a number. 1 steering wheel, 2 cross, 3 mysterious circle, 4 waffles. Waffles! Waffles are great. I haven't had waffles in like years. I want waffles now. In that order. Okay, so we'll just keep that in mind. 3 monitors, but we need to get the other one later. What is this? Oh boy. Compasses. Why are there so many eyes in chat? What's going on here? Hold on a second. Oh, no, it's in the restroom. That's why. What do you mean? I guess there weren't clever, but I solved a puzzle like this in one of the wheelhouses. I think I just need to do the same thing. We need the nautical table. I just have to match it up with the directions in the compass with the lines on the nautical table. I used the steering wheel in the wheelhouse, but this time I think I'm going to have to use a wheel attached to the side here. Of course. Run through the instructions. It looks like it probably works the same way the steering wheel in the wheelhouse. If I just touch the direction I want to turn to, the compass will turn that direction, and then I gotta press stop. But something happens, so let's do this, but I need to look at the nautical table. Okay. So we need to go south. So I'm gonna go south. West. Southeast. Northeast. East. No, okay, we're going a long way. All the way to the north we go! I know my directions! Never eat soggy waffles. Who's a good boy? Listen, I'm not a wolf. I'm not a dog. I have a wolf tattoo. By the way, for those of you who weren't around, yes, I do have a wolf tattoo. I was going to show that off in the Far Cry stream. But yes, that it is. I'm going to show that. And also, Jockey sweater. I gotta show it off. Like I said, my favorite sweater of all time. Fenrir. That too. Sure. Go with that. Turp side kind of slid open. So what do we get? I think it made a noise, like something unlocking. So there's 2 noises. Interesting. We got the helm symbol. Nice. What's over here? Dots. What's this? Oh, wait a minute. I saw something like this when I figured out the Morse code puzzle in the communications. The dots on here look like dots in Morse code. There's 2 dots on the first line, 4 in the second, 1 in the last. Don't understand. Well, perhaps we should give it a shot anyway. Do that. Maybe I'll have to run through the instructions. I just tap the button. If go into a dit, if I hold the button down, it'll be a da. Cool. Once we enter our answer, it will automatically determine if we have the correct answer or not. Let's do this. I don't have anything. Listen, we don't know what it is. No! I don't have anything. Give me a second. We don't have anything that's given us some Morse code information yet. That's that. Ooh, what's this cabinet? What's inside? Something written. 3 sheets. 3 sheets! That's a calculator. That's not what we're looking for. That's... Sure, we'll save. That's also not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do that again. Let's connect the dots. I don't know. Morse code chart 1. The Morse code chart was found on the steel shelf in the small colored room. It has Morse code for A to I. Short mark. Okay. So it's just the alphabet. Okay. Cool. Use the pipes. A pipe. A pipe. A pipe. There are 3 pipes here. Give me a P! Give me an I! Give me a P! And an E! Look at how scary he looks. His eyes are open. What's that spell? Pipe! What the hell are we doing? Hey, pipes here. That was awesome. I'm happy about this. Mike, now you know. Give me a P, give me an I, P, E. Pipes and piles of crap everywhere. If we try and search every one of these, we're gonna be it till the cows come home. It doesn't seem too bad. We won't have to go bring them in ourselves. Don't you get smart with me, kid. How about we do this later? Maybe we should do some more stuffs. Yeah. Ooh, there's some monitors. Down the ceiling is going to room of a ship. So I was like, that was him monitoring us. For some rooms, some more pipes. Just typing that. Aw, when you're bored, that happens. Let's just twiddle our thumbs for like 2 hours and then just be like, hey, let's figure our let's just mess around, I guess. Alright. Are you gonna... Okay. Okay. Ah! Okay. 2. Okay, so it's what? 2? 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So 2, 4, and 1. 2, 4, and 1. 2, 1. I just want to look around here really quick. Give me a second. Is there anything else I may have missed? Well, hold on. Those are only 3, right? Are there 2? What are we gonna spell? That's a good thing. 2. I'm gonna overthink this to all hell, but let's see. 2, 4, 1. I'm not gonna look to the left of to my right, by the way. I'm gonna figure this out on my own and overthink this to all hell. What can we spell? Well, figure it out. Well, we can't spell on. What about... Oops. No, we're good. This is the first word I'm seeing, right? No, so that was act. So that didn't work. The problem is there's no. Let me just do something. Oh, that makes sense. Hold on. Wait, wasn't that? Okay, it's not ace. Okay. No. Listen, we're gonna brute force this. I'm not looking to the other side. Ape did not work. Eve, axe. Axe works. Let's try axe. I know probably chat right now is screaming like, it's this, it's totally this. I'm not gonna look, guys. Okay, so it's not A. I, B, E, B, C. Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. That makes more sense than everything. Ice. There we go. Because all ice. How did you know? You need to listen to my sounds machine main. I believe I heard the noise from somewhere in the waves. Cool! Obviously pipe, arrows, ale. Now we're trolling. Okay. Listen, I made the list. Look at the little list I made. I was just, let me figure this stuff on my own, guys. I heard a noise in the back of this device. Well, we got the code emblem. What happened to the back of this device? Oh. Flame. Let's open it. So there's more of it. Hey, it's a coffin. Yeah. Looks like it's, I think it's, somebody. Oh, my nose is fucking running again! Pretty much just mixing and trying. Get some contextual hints, but... I mean, once I saw ice, it made sense. Because I forgot this is the room that we're in. We'll open it. Deep breaths, here we go. No one's inside the coffin. But that's not what we were thinking. We'll go catch it. Look for vampires. Oh no. Edward Cullen's in there. He's being really sparkly. That means there's a mummy on the loose. Or something. Nobody, we're expecting somebody. It's a long story. We'll ask about it later. However, two somethings. Wait, there's two somethings. What's in here? Ooh, we got the key that we're looking for. And we also have our little coffin emblem. So that's the waffle pattern. So we got the helm. So it goes helm, cross, code, coffin. Helm, cross, code, coffin. Helm, cross, code, coffin. Oops. Helm. Okay. Whoa! Hey, look it! We got numbers. Looks like some kind of puzzle. I'll read these to you. When you touch a numbered area, that area will be selected and will turn blue to indicate this. Touching a numbered ball after selecting an area will cause that ball to be moved to that area. However, you cannot move the red balls. So 9 can't be moved. You will move 3 to 5 balls in a single area. Press the check once you moved all the balls except the red ones, which you cannot move. The balls and areas must match the number for that area. That's it. Whatever, let's practice makes perfect. Don't you mean practice makes perfect? What did he say? I don't know. Now you're stealing treasure! Oh, I'm sorry. Welcome to the Nonary Game. Alright, so we can't use 9, which makes sense. So we have to use 6 and 3. So I have to use 3 to 5. So we'll go with 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I wanted to do 1, 2, 3, but we're just gonna roll with that. 7, 8 is 15. 15, yeah, 6. No, wait. 6, 7, 8. Check. There are numbers left. Oh, you have to use all of them except for the red one. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. Well, let's figure this out. So what? So we could do 8 total. 6, 7, 8. However, 1, 5, 6, 7 would be that. Right? So 6, 12. No. I'm dumb. Wait, no, that still works. Right? Cool. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to those last rolls, but no, that made sense. There's still 3 more indentations, so let's try that again. That still worked. So, okay, next is across. Let's do this. Alright, but there's more red balls. Looks like the same rules last one. We'll be fine. I already know. 1,000 wards? Apparently Junpei's not good at English. Digital roots. Listen, I'm good with this. Okay, so we can't use 1 and we can't use 9. So it has to be probably 4 and 4 or 3 and 4. We'll see what happens. Okay. So we want to get this to equal... This needs to equal 10. Yeah, that has to equal 10. There's no 2 ways about that. So 2, 3, and 5, which means that these are probably automatically going to equal 7. 2 left. Next is the code. No waste, no 9th man. Puzzle looks like the rules are the same. Listen, I'll be fine. We already know. Please don't strain yourself. You might hurt something. Snake's just like, I don't want to say anything. Okay, so we can't use 3, 7, and 7. Makes sense. Okay, 7 and 7. So what numbers do we have? We can do 7 automatically. We can do 16. 16 and 16 probably is going to be the most likely answer, which would be 4, 5, and 7, and 2, 6, and 8. Alright, got 1 left. That's not the right button. Alright, the 4th one. Probably the last one. I'm sure something will happen. Nice, we'll solve it in no time. We can't use 6, which is... June's. Who would have thought? Okay. But that's not going to be it. So it's going to be 17, 17 and 18 is going to be our 2 numbers. So 17, ooh, or we can do actually 9. Wait, how are we supposed to do this one? Hold on, how are we supposed to... I mean, this works. The combination will not work. That's 17. That's 10. 17 is 18. Combination will not open the door. Yeah, because you need at least 3 people. Oh, I get it. Hold on. 9 plus 17... Aha! Made sense. Made sense. Okay. Cool. I'm sure. I bid it. I did good. I feel like I did pretty good. Bottom left corner. What do we got? We got a key card.
A picture.
Or a picture. Hey, I think I went through these pretty fast, though. Let me be honest.
What the?
Oh, that is. Look it. It's Ace. It's Teriyaki Chicken, the 9th man. It's Tokia, and there's Dick.
What the hell is this?
This man with a mustache on the right. He's the same guy we found murdered in the captain's quarters.
Oh, Dick is the dead
He
guy.
had the 0 bracelet on his left arm.
Aw, poor Dick.
And this second man with the glasses and a doctor's coat.
Oh, he's
the 9th man.
He's the 9th
The one with bracelet number 9.
Damn, who would have figured that out?
After he
And that means
door
Tokia is the guy who was dazed and confused.
But this guy, the one in the striped suit.
Oh man, that's Ace.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
But what does it mean? What is Ace doing in this picture? Not only Ace, the Ninth Man and Cap too. And they look happy, like they knew each other well. Why? How? How in the world are these four men connected?
Because they're all part of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
You
Interesting.
say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was taken recently, though. Ace, the Ninth Man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Ah, so the Ninth Man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture? I'm
We know
afraid
we
I
can't
can't
see
see
it.
it.
No, there's one more guy. He's got kinda long hair, he looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
But he's the one who Ace accidentally murdered.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
Back?
Yes, the reverse. The other side.
Junpei, you're fucking shit.
Praying for the success of the Nonary project. With Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido.
So a teriyaki chicken, Tokia, and Dick. Oh no!
Then the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the Nonary Game 9 years ago.
By the way, just so people aren't confused who may have just joined, Ace, teriyaki chicken, because his name is Teryu, and I like teriyaki chicken. They're delicious. Tokia from Udapri, Dick.
That means Ace, the Ninth Man, and Cap were all responsible for making it happen. But
Because I can't remember their names.
I feel like I should be more shocked about this.
No.
It's almost as if that's just how things were always
His name is
supposed
Richard.
to be.
Exactly, Travis. Exactly.
Why? Why am I not surprised? Ace was the one in charge of the Nonary project. Why? Why am I so calm?
Because in an alternate universe, you knew
It's
this.
like I already knew.
You did.
Ah, of course. I understand now. Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Oh
He was the
no!
one who invented the game 9 years ago.
Oh,
He was Gentaro Hongo.
but his name is Ace. Mountain Dew sounds delicious right now.
Ace is Hongo?
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence.
That's true.
I could never forget his voice. It was the voice of the devil.
Ouch.
Couldn't be sure though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him.
Yes, you could. You could have been like, "Hey, are you this guy who was like a part of the thing like 9 years ago?" And you'd been like, "Yeah, I was. It was."
Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you.
I mean, that's true.
Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Poor Clover.
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago, you were in Building Q in Nevada.
Wait a second. Snake was the one on the
Hongo
ship?
was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But
Makes sense.
why? Why didn't you tell me?
Look at all the
I mean,
eyes.
I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
No,
I'm
you couldn't
sorry.
have.
I apologize for keeping this from you.
You didn't,
But
you
if
didn't
I
want you to
told
die.
you, Clover, you would have told everyone else. And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago.
That's true.
I had to prevent that.
Hey,
You don't
Junpei,
want to die.
you think I could borrow that picture for a sec?
Sure.
Go right ahead. Alright, is your memory coming back?
Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido, Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido.
Ace, Chicken, Tokia, Dick.
Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido.
Okay, you're saying Ace, Chicken, Tokia, Dick.
Hey, Seven, do you...
Shut it. Just be quiet. I'm this close to remembering. This close. Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nonary project. Shit.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
Everything!
everything.
Hey, you got it right!
Everything?
Yeah, I remember all of it. My memory's back.
Hey, welcome back.
I remember
Memory.
what happened before I got snatched.
What happened?
Let me tell you what happened.
Apparently, I'm 7. Oh shit.
Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo. From the right, the other 3 are Musashido, Nijisaki, and Kubota. Musashido was the man with the cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man. And Kubota developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
We're synced.
How do you know all
Morphogenetic
this?
fields.
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place, before you forgot it.
Oh, because he was an investigator.
You want to know?
Of course.
Me too.
Snake already knows.
This is
probably.
gonna take a while. Hell, it'll probably take me a good 3 days to tell you everything.
Well, damn,
we
we
don't
have
have
that
3
time.
days.
Yeah.
Just give us the short version, alright?
Short version, huh? Alright, fine. Give it a shot. No promises, though. I'm a detective. It's a
Yep.
little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf type.
Okay.
I hold to my own code, because I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told.
That makes sense.
That's why I followed
Yeah,
my
we learned
gut
this in
that
Submarine.
A slim lead brought me to the wharf. It was 9 years ago.
Okay.
The wharf had been cold as fuck, and I could barely see squat. I was
Yes,
investigating a
16.
mess of kidnappings, all of them children.
Which we
They all
knew.
had one thing in common. A history of visits to one particular hospital. A hospital under the management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. And my investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings.
Which is true.
After a little sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead from someone
Sweet
inside
talking.
Cradle.
Did you beat somebody up?
My source
nice.
told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
I don't know whose voice that is.
So I headed to the wharf.
Yep,
In the
which you
shadows, I
did.
searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about.
He seduced them.
There was a bunch of movement.
It's Suave 7.
Men in black suits. Many of them were carrying large bags.
Yep.
The bags. There was something about the way they moved. As they
There were the
carried.
children in the bags. When you eat a fuck ton of sugar and talk with your mouth
No
full.
doubt about it.
That's also
There were
true.
human beings in those bags. I moved before
Yep.
I realized it. I came out of hiding. My gun
Gun already in hand, and there was somebody who already told him not to
I
move.
felt metal touch the back of my head.
Drop the gun. I could kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it, too.
I have a really raspy voice. I'm gonna sound as sinister as possible.
Just tie an anchor to your feet. No one would find you for a week.
I'm a poet and I tried not to know it, but I failed at poetry that semester.
Not what you want.
We have
The
heard this
fish
already.
here would love a meal.
Did you know that I was also went to school for marine biology and knew that fish really like eating sevens? Or detectives? 7 detectives, even.
I kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull.
The metal thing. Totally not a gun. Totally not a gun. I'm just gonna keep talking in this raspy voice the entire time.
It's a lot better than Mercedes Waluigi's voice.
There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle.
And this is when you go to the hospital.
A drug?
No. Wait a second. No, that's Tatsu speaking. But what about the
That was my last thought.
Okay, we're good. We're done with that
My
voice.
face hit cold concrete.
See, 7's
I
gone.
was out
I
like
get
a
it.
light after that.
You do your crazy laugh. One of these days I'll do a Mercedes Waluigi stream. One of these days.
I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head
Okay.
hurts.
Yep, we've already heard this, good
Did a
sir.
quick once
You're
over
still
the
looking
room.
suave as fuck, though.
Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink.
Hey, it's behind door number
toilet,
2!
No privacy.
Door number 2, right? Yes.
I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall.
However, what are we going to actually find out what
I
he
was still
saw
pretty
in that
woozy,
vent?
but I made my way over to it.
Yep.
I pushed and pulled on it, but
Couldn't hear anything. Couldn't do anything. Be prepared for surprise. What
not
surprise?
open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed and sat down.
Is it bad that my heart's beating really fast right now? I feel like I'm about to freak out.
I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away.
It's 9.
I couldn't understand what it was saying.
Oh, they made it to the 9th door. Okay, that's what that meant.
It was pretty high. Probably a little kid.
Oh. So...
No, it was several.
I'm getting there, Mike. I'm getting there. We gotta reflect on this. It's been a while since we've heard this, remember?
Pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it.
My heart's beating pretty fast, though.
No, that's
It's not as fast as yesterday, but still.
Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was. Yep. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from.
Okay.
Why are there kids here? But then when my inside man told
also,
me,
the lovely 7 face with the thing.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship?
You are.
It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit?
Yeah,
I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then...
He pulled out the grate. Constipation! Anyway.
Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch?
7, there are children here.
I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat
And the best
dripping down my face. So I
yeah,
wiped it off
totally
and crawled
sweat.
inside.
Totally sweat.
The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly.
They can't hear him through the vents. Listen, anything's
Wind up
possible.
Eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands and knees.
My door is currently blocked, and I still yelled "fuck" at the top of my lungs, and still I was hurt.
I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better.
All right, we're getting to the point. This is bad. This is gonna be bad.
I like to start wondering where it would take me.
Pretty sure Mike's about to cry.
A massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door just
Mike's about to
slammed
cry
shut.
again.
Then there was a voice.
Incineration. Yep. Take place in 18 minutes. Yeah. 18 minutes? That's a lot faster than the 9 minutes. They're a lot slower than the 9 minutes. Okay,
What?
This is new.
I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news.
Digital route of
Then,
18
almost as if that was
we know,
cute.
we know, Mike, we
I heard a
know.
mess of young sounding voices. A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror. And all the sounds together made a howl that made the hair on my neck stand
Did 7
straight up.
save all of them except for
Damn it.
1?
What the hell is going on here? I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could. I made a giant racket, but I didn't care at that point. I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct.
Yeah.
The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. I almost ripped the metal off its hinges. What the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome up top. There had to be about 9 walls, all the same size.
Okay.
And the ceiling was an upside-down funnel, almost like a chimney.
So it's an incineration room, which is what one of the endings was.
There they were.
Hey, it's Snake.
Kids I've been searching for.
Snake Santa. Yeah, so we got Snake. Either that's Santa or his younger sister. Please no. And Lotus's daughter.
They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent. For the moment, from surprise and fear. Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both, actually. Shit. Not like I can blame them running here.
Please no, don't worry about it right now. Oh no.
I snorted at my own dig at myself and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one. He was a boy, slightly older than the
Santa.
others.
That is Santa.
Who the hell are you?
He stepped forward and glared at me suspiciously. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
How are you gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kinda cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death?
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids.
I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb.
It's like a good 20 or 30 feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do?
So fucking dumb.
But then I got an idea.
Never
Wait
mind.
right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Where is he going? Are you just gonna leave us here?
They just got frightened again. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I tried to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? I didn't wait to hear them respond. There wasn't time. I had to hurry. Well, as fast as a guy could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my cell. Still no way out of there, but I had a plan. I needed something from the room. When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the incinerator. Then... Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me.
Nice.
Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips and tied them together to make a rope. It was sloppy, but it got the job done. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right.
Huh. Wait a sec. Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door...
He was in the middle of explaining when...
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
The wall shook a bit from the voice bouncing around.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here!
Right! I grabbed onto the rope. The first one I pulled up was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after her. He said he'd climb up on his own.
Snake.
The boy in the uniform put the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here?
Ace.
Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaro Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope.
Yeah!
It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me.
No! No!
Hongo had lost it. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster.
Damn it, Ace. I liked you for a
Quickly
moment.
leaving a
Baby
furious
rage.
Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment!
Experiment? What experiment?
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
Hey, old man! What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
Definitely Santa.
Was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door
Good
behind
job.
him.
Good job.
No point to going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead. After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. Everybody nodded and took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. But the one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow stripes, and a device next to it on the wall.
The dead.
The plate on it read, Incinerator. Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
And there's the dead right there. So.
Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Wait, what? If he's still in there...
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good. That's the understatement of the year.
We gotta get out of here. Go to the other door. Hurry. The kids started running, and I was close on their heels. On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase.
Okay.
Run! Didn't need to tell them twice. Up and up and up. Feet pounded the steps. Our arms pumping fast.
You have to go. Oh, later, Moon. Well, you have a wonderful rest of your day, Moon. Thank you for coming out. Sorry I'm being really quiet right now. My brain is running like 10,000 miles a second right now. Like, oh my gosh, suboptimal. That's better, Travis, yes. But yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day, Moon. See you later.
Round. The devil was on our tail.
I'm sorry I'm really quiet, by the way. It's just... once we get to a point, I want to say what's on my mind.
We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform suddenly spoke.
I mean, I know, Mike, but...
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid's sister. The girl with the red necktie.
Wait, that's your sister?
Akane. That's strange. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Hey! Akane!
He kept his hands around his mouth and yelled.
That's why Santa's super protective.
Maybe we outran her.
The boy in the uniform skidded to a stop. I stopped too. And so did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go. Hey, kid, wait! God damn it, I said wait! I don't think the kid even heard me.
Probably not.
Fuck.
Santa's Santa.
I spun around to the boy in the jacket and the girl with the ponytail. I'm going after him. You two keep going, all right? You got it? The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. But the boy...
I'm going with you.
Snake.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. I could hear him following.
Yeah, I do.
All the way to the bottom floor, calling for her. Akane was nowhere to be found.
God damn it! Where the hell did she go?
It's not what I'm thinking of right now.
Was frustrated. And suddenly,
I mean, I understand what's going on right now.
Help me!
We heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please! Let go of me!
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger.
Better not do anything.
She wasn't gonna win.
Akane!
My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Ah, you're too late, idiot!
The fuck, Ace? What is that
lifted
voice?
Akane bodily into the air.
The fuck is that voice?
Fighting him into the incinerator.
No way.
Before we could even blink,
No
Hongo
way.
had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside.
No fucking way.
And then the door slammed shut. We ran to the door.
Fucking way.
We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But
yeah, I know. It said Connie. I noticed, Mike. I noticed. No fucking way.
How hard he pounded on it.
No fucking way.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
Then who the fuck is June?
Her voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped.
How is she alive?
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
Is she alive?
What?
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in
Not
18
again.
minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator.
June is actually a ghost! I don't think that's the case.
Has been acknowledged.
How did she live?
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing.
Are you there? Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, all right? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
Well, I know June is Akane, but how is she alive?
Will begin in 17 minutes.
How the fuck is she alive?
Please help me! I'm really, really scared. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
This is giving me goosebumps.
It's gonna be all right.
Holy
Figure
shit.
something out. I promise. I promise, okay? You hear me? I promise.
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Her brother was nearly crying himself. He could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were white.
No fucking way.
What happened then?
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good.
Yeah, she dies.
Think I want to remember that?
She dies.
Then...
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
Hey, are you...
How'd you guys get off the boat?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane, really...
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended, and we heard something... burning. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up
Santa's
anymore.
devastated. He just lost
A few
his
minutes
sister.
passed. The door opened.
It's like when Snake realized Clover died in the other ending. They care about each other. They can't... Like, once you lose a loved one and, like, a family member...
The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running in.
It's just horrible. I imagine.
We followed, too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was
I hope
hot.
not to never know what they went through.
Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire.
First, someone.
It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering.
Damn.
And in the middle of the room, there it lay.
The dead body.
The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty. Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then...
Santa.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki. You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. You are correct, Detective. Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
She's dead.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero?
None of us are.
I told you before, you
Unless
idiot.
Junpei is, but...
I was in Nevada, in Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Well, I guess I believe you.
Yeah.
Alright, let me ask you another question. Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki.
Yeah.
He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kurashiki
Because they're
was
on
her
the same
brother.
boat. But why were they both on the same boat? Shouldn't one of them been in Q and one of them should have been in A?
But I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning.
But there are two sets of siblings in this game. Well, yeah, but at the same time...
9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different.
But shouldn't one of them be in Q?
I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection. As such, I had no reason.
That's not what I was
to
thinking
think
of this
Santa
entire
was
time, but
Aoi.
still.
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment.
They explained? Okay.
It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi, Akane Kurashiki, Jun's brother?
Yep.
There's still a lot we don't know.
Junpei is having an existential crisis here, though.
I mean, like, a lot.
Yeah, I know.
But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
What?
Come on, man. What kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey,
you look the
go
same.
easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, all right? Got me some slack.
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too.
Yeah.
So why did these murders take place?
To get back
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary project.
So this entire game is to kill those who started it.
Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments.
Blew up.
Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant.
Also blew up.
Musashido, the man who financed the project.
Stabbed him in the back.
You mean this was all just revenge? Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister.
But who the fuck is
Why he
June?
killed
And
them?
why is Junpei here?
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone. If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
The next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
The person who planned the Nonary project.
In other words, Ace.
What?
What the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Shit! Come on, we need to get out of here.
Yeah, let's go. Let's run.
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit.
Yep, that probably does.
Let's go.
Let's run. New material. Hey, look, new material has been added. Keycard 0. Let's get the fuck out of here. Swipe the keycard. I like how we've been in the escape room this entire time. Now we can get back in the library. Nope, hold on. Ah, shit. Let's go. I want to check something before we end this escape room. There's one thing I want to check, and I can't see what it said. Whoa, what just happened with my stream? I think I lost some frames for a second. Okay. The only way to disable... Here's what I'm thinking. Don't, of course, as always, don't explain it. The 2 ways to remove the bracelet is going through a door labeled 9 or having 0 heartbeat. Snake has 0 heartbeat because of his finger, which means he doesn't have his bracelet on anymore. Everyone has gone through a door number 9 now. They don't need to go through... They don't need their bracelets to go through them anymore. Also, what the fuck is going on? My stream is suddenly, like, saying that it's, like, red and yellow all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on with the stream, but that's okay. Yeah, we need to escape the ship. That's the other thing, but... I guess it's escape the ship, but I thought it was to get through the 9 door, which technically we've all gone through a 9 door at this point. Maybe it is to escape the ship. Maybe I'm just being dumb. Maybe I'm overthinking it. We'll see. Seek a way out
the
again.
shaking stopped.
It would seem so.
I guess I've done all the escape
We are
rooms.
yet to be out of danger.
But going through a 9 door means nothing if you haven't escaped the ship. Okay, I guess so.
You're right.
I was asking
Let's
if
hurry.
the 2 ways to, how to remove the bracelet, just to
This
confirm.
exit needs the Uranus card too.
Uranus.
Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know.
We have all of the cards. We're
All right.
good.
It's open. Let's go.
What is going on with the stream? Why is OBS screaming that it's red all of a sudden? If the stream is lagging, please let me know, by the way. It looks like everything's fine, but at the same time, hold on. I just want to check real quick. Not reading. What is going on? Stream health. Huh. What just happened? It's fine. The stream looks fine. Okay. Interesting. Sorry, it's like flashing red and yellow at the bottom of my OBS screen, so that's weird.
Yes! I think it unlocked. It says incinerator, so this is the incinerator.
Yep.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Pull that and the door should open.
It did buffer a second ago? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, no one's home right now. There shouldn't be anything affecting the stream. I have no idea what it could be. I don't know what's happening with it right now. Hopefully it's okay. OBS,
let's go.
Okay. It's good now. It's still flashing red and yellow, so I'm gonna hope for the best. What is... Let me try doing one other thing. Oops. Maybe that's probably the problem. How about now? Should be good now. I just realized what I forgot to do. So, we should be good. Santa, June.
What the hell is going on? What's wrong?
Hey, look.
Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
It's still flashing.
Whatever.
Hey, whatever.
What happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why is she
I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
I don't have it.
Ace does.
Sucker punched, and they took the gun.
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Hey!
Ace.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe
This
I
looks
ought to
familiar.
say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle
Well,
Pharmaceuticals.
this is interesting.
You have me at a disadvantage. And I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
Yeah. No, we can't.
Pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Another irritating insect.
Yep.
And how do you know that?
Good question.
No matter.
He doesn't
You
know
what
either.
to answer, it
Don't
makes no
worry.
difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go. First is 1. Give me your hand. 8. And with this, 9.
Nope, it's not gonna
The
work.
ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game.
Nope, it's not gonna
I've
work
had quite a
though.
time playing with you.
My people
I must
need
thank you, I
me!
suppose.
But we already know that's not gonna work, right?
Ace doesn't know who Zero is. What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments.
Damn it.
Goodbye.
But it's not gonna work, right? Error.
What? Why isn't it opening? One more time.
Because it's a 6. Wow.
Now open!
Damn. It's not a 9 bracelet.
What is this? Why? That digital root should be 9. It has to be 9. Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Now!
Go! Punch him in the face, 7. Good job. Nicely done.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, 7.
Whew.
Don't mention it. Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a
7,
suspect
use
can't
tackle.
talk,
It's
they
super
ain't much
effective
good.
somehow, but it's a normal type move.
Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
The detective.
You finally figured it out, dumbass.
It's actually volt tackle. Okay, that works too. Galvanized tackle is electric type. You guys both went the same direction without even cooperating.
Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Oh, right. You don't know yet.
Nope.
All right. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the Nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous.
Yep.
Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital route, which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9
Look at
years
how like
before.
suave Kubota, or sorry, Chicken's hair is.
You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this Nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen.
Yep. Put his
That was
life on
why
the
you
line.
killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki, while
Good
everyone
old
was off
fake
looking
snake.
for the missing parts for the Reds. You ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake.
Yep.
That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki?
Yep, and
Why?
you killed Nijisaki.
How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago.
How does he remember all this?
You remember
Who knows?
him because he was
right
the
now.
blind kid, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he
Didn't
keeping
know what you
quiet
were like.
because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed.
Actually, wait, no. 9's not a 6.
And then 81 seconds
9's just not a 9.
passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
I mean, I guess it could be 9. No, it's not.
You
9.
mean
It
to
can't be.
say Snake is still alive?
No, the 9 is a 9. It just.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new.
I'm so confused. Simply it is green, so when he was young and he has good memory. Okay. And the 0 is a 6. Yeah, we already knew that. That's true, but how is he not able to get through the door? Because there's 1 8
Thank
and
you
9,
for
right?
killing the wrong man. But I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, we'll get to that later.
I wouldn't blame you.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
Why is might
I handed it to
capitalized?
you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle, which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it.
Yeah.
With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest.
Damn, brutal. Poor Dick.
One blow was all it took. And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
Poor Dick.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse.
Yeah, I mean, Clover used it too,
When we stepped
but in a
inside,
better way.
remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down.
How did he
around
get
you.
blood not on him? Listen, he's a very, very clean person.
You must have been desperate.
He's a very... Now you have the right frame of mind.
But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace. Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
That's a good
Because
question.
of this.
Zero bracelet?
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Let's see. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary Game.
Okay.
The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world. Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours.
Oh.
Do as you please. Zero.
Interesting. Oh.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse.
Damn, Troop is really...
My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation.
Okay.
I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him.
Yeah, because all of them are older and they're probably not used to it.
But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was.
Yikes.
I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yeah.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways.
A lot
Everywhere
of ways,
I went,
man.
everything was already prepared.
Santa thought this so
The wreck of the
meticulously.
large hospital
Damn.
were dismantled.
I'm impressed.
Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap.
Though
Zero's trap.
I'm so...
And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Very...
I did everything he wanted me to do.
Very in depth.
By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill
Hey, look,
3
somebody's home.
people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary Game happened.
Yeah, Santa's
Am I
pretty
right?
good.
Santa?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh? My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki. No doubt about it.
Yep.
Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right?
Yeah.
After all, the
He's gonna
person
say
who
that
planned
he's
the
not
Nonary
Zero.
Game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
Looks like you
No,
really
never mind.
do have your memories back, huh?
Hooray!
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the Nonary Game 9 years ago.
Yep.
I made
we
it
did
out.
Nice.
So did Snake over there.
Listen, the boat's sinking. We can wait. We're Time Lords right now.
But there's one thing. No, I guess there's two things you got wrong. Number one, I ain't Zero.
Ooh.
What? Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Well, that blew my mind.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say two things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the Nonary game.
Why?
To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister, to save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw... What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki? Ugh! Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
What?
Seven! What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I don't know. I just... Oh,
was he given a fake memory?
I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
What was the Nonary Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory.
Listen, Clover's best girl, Mike. We've already been through this.
Human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information.
Yeah.
That was what this experiment was conducted to determine.
Also, I've never mentioned this, Santa, but by the way, you dress fabulously. I'm jealous. Sorry, I just had to get that out of my head before we all die here, so.
There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q.
I never mentioned it till right now, Roku, but like he dresses fabulously. I need his outfit. I want to cosplay as Santa.
9 children
eventually.
trapped in Building
Sounds
Q
pretty
were
good.
faced with
Maybe
numerous
a
puzzles,
snake too.
copies of identical ones on the Gigantic.
Sorry, we had to get that out of the way. Fabulous boy, exactly.
They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic.
Okay, so now do a Lotus. No, no, I'm already doing a Miyu cosplay. I'm not doing a Lotus one.
For someone who was supposed to be in
no one wants to see that.
Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic.
How dare, I know, right?
I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
Alternate. Whoa, okay. Let's move me down. He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? Imagine a river that splits into two, like an upside-down Y. The river flows from the top to the bottom from a single stream into two branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backward. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about the downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I. The 9th letter of the alphabet. Yep, that's correct. But I'm also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. Oops. Back up I go. Where did she go? June. No, Akane. Where did you go? Why is Clover... Oh, shit.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Santa's got a gun. Get the flow, it's a river. I know. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks strained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? Doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out. No, one of the side doors. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if the store still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
You mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we gotta do something. Maybe can we still get out through the 9? There's the red. Yeah, alright, we can do this. I've just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. Because it's 8. Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Yep. Go right ahead. Sure, why not? I don't think I'm gonna need them. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping up pages like that.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see. Lotus. Can't live.
And there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
Go.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
I'm fine with this.
Don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
See?
God damn it, you idiot!
I mean, I don't want you to die, but you're kind of a bad person. You're getting better, though. Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that as much as I did.
Without... if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Yes, we are. Act as though, as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened.
Well, yeah.
But I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier, at the red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see. Why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot?
Yes, that is what I said.
That's true. A lot of dots. It's not gonna work.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
Okay.
You think maybe they changed the settings? Perhaps.
Probably to 6 or 0. Who knows? There's no way in hell we can get to that whole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. With a lot of dots. Akane vision. Hello. Oh, Akane was 0. Wait, Akane was 0. What? I wasn't expecting that. I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time I was an observer. Dots. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him, and we became one, inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind, 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present, and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother, Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 700 children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got into a fist fight. A girl watched them begin to cry. "I want to go home," she cried. "I want to go home." Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the Nonary Game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello, everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q, and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
Travis, that's not what I expected to see at the most fucking emotional part. Travis, we'll go over that in a bit, okay? What? Let's go back to emotions, please. I'm just gonna focus on this. As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. if we can take all three of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the four-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one. Eventually was left with only a single four-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before it was gone, we were calm. And dots. More dots. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was only 1. But if there was only 1 door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already,
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening?
pretty good, Mike.
What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother Aoi swallowed hard and answered.
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes was filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him Seven.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
Dots. More dots. The rest happened just like Seven had said it did. The 4 of us who stayed behind were saved by Seven. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those doors and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and Seven. The other children, the other ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That was when I realized...
No, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew I had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas in the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later, I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. Dots. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of a vent, I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs and freedom... The door to the incinerator opened, and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Ace. Kentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if somebody had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly I began to walk backwards. 1 step. 2 steps. 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly...
Akane!
The door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out. But then...
You're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator.
Ah!
The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Dots. Hongo glanced at me mechanically. His face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly on the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though I was nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later... the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Dots. Faintly I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy shit. Man, I knew what I was gonna say, but this is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
Lotus is the only one who was not there.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But...
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
You know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn!
what kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
Well...
Hey, Jenna. Welcome to the stream.
God damn it!
Shit's hitting the fan right now.
Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, Figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
Shit.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lois isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor. It's moving. Huh? What else can I say about it?
What the hell is that?
What is...
What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kinda did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about this machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass drenched in tears. Oh, this picture. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Excrement? Okay, that... No, excitement is what he... Put your picture in the middle. Everything's gonna be okay? Yeah, man. Put my picture in the middle? What, you want me to be... It's me! I am Junpei! Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted? Man, I wish this thing would shut up.
Incineration will begin in...
I'm Junpei. So I have 15 minutes to solve a puzzle. Okay, alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. No, so that you don't have to put it up and down every time. Listen, I'm gonna keep moving it up and down. Let me... Oh, yeah, you know what? Fine. I'll be right here.
Hey, move!
Okay, we'll be up a little bit more. Yeah. Hey, we're all tense, lady. Mike. Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
On. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Yeah. Huh? Well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
Got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
The incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Man, that goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
13 minutes, okay. Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding, like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt like the seconds ticked by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured out over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening evil face. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
Simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you.
Sudoku puzzle with an upside-down board. Okay. Interesting.
Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty, you see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well...
Listen, I'm moving up and down.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. 1 plus 3 is plus 5 is 9. I ran to the door with a 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel. Nothing.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate.
It's crazy.
In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
Because he's fucking crazy.
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
You can't see their faces, man.
Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
Shut up, please. His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in...
Both.
10 minutes.
Damn, 10 minutes to solve a puzzle? I got this. I got this. I was crying. Great gulping sobs broke by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my words. Try this again. I could feel fear pressing down on my tremendous weight. Somehow, like a tremendous weight, like a tremendous weight, like a tremendous weight. I said that so fucking wrong. I apologize. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to this device. Damn. I stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
What was I gonna do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was gonna die. My palms were sweating. Knees beep. Arms were ready mom's spaghetti. I don't know the song, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both my hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me!
This is giving me so...
Jumpy!
Akane?
It's giving me like goosebumps.
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd you go? Maybe over here.
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
My crush is Clover, though. Dots. Fuck! Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her.
Akane!
Shit!
Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
Oh, this is why you're saying putting in the middle. Jumpy, I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. I'm just gonna keep moving him up and down. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I heard it so clearly, like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
The fuck is going on here? Yeah, that's her. She's there. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Oh, it didn't finish the line. Okay, we're gonna put it right there. Akane, are you in the incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
That's why Junpei's here, because he's connected. I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Shit, I have 7 minutes.
We don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I got everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the Nonary Game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it. But there's only one possible answer. June is, Zero is. Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Dots. More dots. You can't see it because it's behind my face, but there's dots. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. I've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order, so I just need to switch them out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Alright. What do we got? What do we got? So that one is spaced. When I pressed hint, numbers appeared in the empty spots in the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares, but the square at the bottom, why does it say blank when I press hint? Pressing them again makes the numbers disappear. It looks like I turned them on and off. Is this some special meaning to there being two modes? What could it mean? Match. Maybe I need to make all the numbers in the squares the same. Switch out a yellow square. The numbers that... Okay, listen, I'm just trying to, like, get a better idea. The numbers that show up in the hint change too. It looks like the numbers are affected by the adjacent squares. Okay. For example, when I switch out 3 with 5, the hint number increases by 2. But the hint just adds the surrounding numbers. Okay. Oh, I get you. I get it. Because I want to get these all 9, huh? Because 9 is the key number. Okay. So R. Shit. Okay, let's move my face real quick, so that way you guys can see this. S. 3. I want to add 7. So S. S is 7. No, I want to add 9. So it's O. Okay, so S, I gotta remember what each of these mean. Shit. Because these are all the digital roots. Shit. I don't remember what S is. S, fuck. A is 1. A is 1. 7, so we need an 8. Are you 8? No. 7, so we need a 2. Or minus. O. No. D. Damn it! Give me the A. Thank you. Okay. This one needs to be 7. No, it needs to be higher. Oh, shit. It needs to be 8. No, because that's going to turn it to 6, 7, P, D, 1. No, I need it to be 1, damn it. 1, okay. W needs to be O. No, it has to be 8. No, it has to be one numbered less, so 7. This needs to be D, no, 5, no, 3, 8, shit, oh, fuck. A and 1 are the same. Yes. So 1 and okay, 3 and 5, 5 and 7. P and 3. If I can make these, come on, make these R. I need one more. Thank you. S, P, no, I need O. No, R. A? I need 2 more. Did I do it? What? Really? That's not good. Oh, I have to change the numbers out. This? No. Shit. 5, 1 to S. Rotsasp. Password. The thing is password. The word is password. I know what that is. I'd rather not have a hint. So let me. 1. W is 8. No. D. It's 8. I know that. Oh, it's S. No! P. Damn it. O. W. D. Damn it, it's 8. It'll make it easier if I reset the puzzle. That makes sense. Gotcha. All ice. Nope. What's the password? Nonary? Oh, does it have to be 8 digits? Shit. Password, I'm password. Any hints? What the hell am I supposed to put here? Is it password? I mean, it's probably the numbers. Hold on. P... A, B, C, D... It's probably numbers. Hold on. P equals A equals S equals W equals O equals R equals D. A, B, C, D, 4. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, damn it. Wait, it's on the previous screen? How do I go back to the previous screen? Can I go back to the previous screen? Are you gonna give me another hint? The puzzle. The answer ended up being password.
Yes, that's it. Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did!
Hey, welcome back, Moon. It took me a while. I'm sorry that took so long, but we did it.
Now I just have to press enter!
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I did it with pretty much no help. We did it. I hit the enter key. Dots. A lot of dots.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
So after I looked at all the letters, I pretty much did that math too. Okay, the only help I really got was for the question mark thing, because I was dumb as shit.
Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down!
I don't like having help.
Worked!
I think the only thing I read from the side was to hit reset. That made a lot more sense. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. Yeah, you got that right. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and a joy of being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. Whew. I can't quite believe I did that, but I'm so glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. We still need to press enter. No, I don't have the time to think about that kind of... Excuse me, shit. I need to tell Akane.
Akane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Oh, of course, that's fine.
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give somebody who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay.
Yep, let me move my head a little bit.
Shut it.
Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again and again and again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? You got that right. I got all the numbers right in the right box. This is perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Fuck. Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2, 5. Snake and Clover means 7 and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. The number of the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run! Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, don't have much time. Man, I sure hope that you can trust me on this or we're gonna be all fucked. Alright, no time to explain, just go.
Verify your numbers on the red. Verify? Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, 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 hurry! We gotta run, we gotta go, we gotta go.
9, 8.
We'll be fine, Mike, don't worry.
6, 5,
Clover, Lotus,
4,
2.
3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it! Oh, thank fucking Christ. Exactly. No, not time to be happy, time to go.
We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
We did it! Come on, guys, move it! Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. Now we gotta find the dead. Otherwise, we're all gonna die. And there goes the door. No, don't come down yet. You're not done. Still gotta find the dead. 4, 5. That was pretty easy. We did it! Everyone's panting with the dots.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
We lived! Everyone except 9 lived. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. Rip ran out of minutes. Yeah, I think she's good. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Akane!
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go, and he held as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I'd passed through the door, my bracelets had begun the countdown to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It only took me a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who we called 7 in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, was looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Oh, I was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running, up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Dots. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is 7 talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same, so I guess you'd add alphabetical digits.
Yeah.
E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 7.
Q.
I is 18. J is 19.
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23. O is 24. P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Oh,
Q.
Q.
One is
26.
Q.
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q. A fucking lowercase Q.
Wow. Yeah, this is the longest staircase ever.
Pretty much it.
Damn.
I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
That makes sense. Wow. Clever. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest? No, can't stop. We don't have the time. Come on, legs, there can't be any more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. Leg day! I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. More panting, everybody! Hope you guys like pants. Leg day. Junpei can't run over 90 miles per hour. Don't you mean 99? 999? Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
I'm gonna open it.
Ponsu?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Be a man.
We're finally here.
I'm not gonna sing that.
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open it, and you're gonna open now. Freedom. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was always. I gave it a small reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like it could melt. My heart was at peace. I'm gonna move this down now. And not only because my brother and I were back together. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. We're finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of a ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone. It's over. Oh, he whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. 7 is frickin' strong, let's be honest here. But let's be honest, Snake is stronger. Row, row, row your boat. Yes, finally air! As we move ourselves up now. And it's the sunshine! Gah! Damn, the sun is bright. I can barely see anything. It is 6 in the morning. Huh, I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait.
No.
Wait, what? You gotta be shitting me.
It can't be.
This is...
The ruins.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
Or the building? Really?
the mock experiment building.
Wow.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in building Q.
That's amazing. Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, sun. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. How did they get water in? I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh. Oh, Q. That makes sense. Did I hear something fall? Hey, all the bracelets. Right, our bracelets. I guess I never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside of you. Just a little electronic chip, like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Jumpy.
Huh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. I figured, Travis. I figured. Is this technically the first game I've ever completed on this channel, now that I think about it? Yes. Yes, it is. Huh. Wow. This is weird. Because Resident Evil and Zero Striker Gunvolt I haven't been able to finish. Wow. So, I guess thoughts on it. There's so many claps in the chat. Thank you, guys. I have to say, it's great. First game to finish. I mean, truth. Overall, I'd have to say... Let me turn this down for a little bit. Hold on. I'm going to turn it down for a little bit. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with the game. I loved all the puzzles and everything. I think I got them all pretty quickly, save for like maybe one or two. The ending, I'm glad somebody at least told me to reset because I would have been stuck for ages trying to reword all the letters. But other than that, it was a really good story. It was a really good, really fun puzzle game. What the fuck? I never saw that picture. I don't remember that picture. Maybe it was in the background somewhere. I don't know. But, honestly, I loved how this all went and everything. When you deviated from the true ending path, had another fever because she was literally burning to death on this route apart from... Ah, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because she's burning to death. That would make sense. I'll say my full thoughts at the end, but for right now, I really enjoyed it. Ah, here we go.
Okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
I was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
It was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first. Oh, well, hey, look, the scene.
Let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned.
Ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Interesting, Travis.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition, gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down.
Oh, wow.
The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh, shit. God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them furious.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Not yet, Travis. Not yet. Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kittens and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. And we found it was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with her face covered in big swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
I guess I could've...
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I... Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Ace. Well, I guess I should say Guitaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
He's in the trunk, yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty. No emotion. It looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well.
Okay.
You see, the human collective consciousness...
And I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question? You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little
Well,
nosy.
my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch up when I finally slipped up. And during the course of my investigations,
Fix my hood.
I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soporin. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Ah, okay. Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
I know, right, Nine?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn, small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Dots. More dots.
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, then.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Well, then.
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea, then.
Yeah.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much?
Oh.
I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd, you know,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June, then?
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this, it me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
Damn it, Travis.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
So much awe. I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you. I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words. Dots don't count as words. More dots don't count as words.
I'll never forget you either.
Technically that's 6, but we'll let that slide, Jumpy. The sky was beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. It'll can be 2 or 1 word. The sun set and we didn't leave. Hey, what up, Cat? You're getting to the emotion part here, Cat. We just finished the game. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. Everyone's crying in chat, by the way, Cat. So, I mean, if you need tissues, I think Moon and Pom Pom have, like, some to spare. Mike is just, he's a waterfall right now. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what 7 remembers? Snake makes sense, he's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But 7, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, 7? You look satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there. There's somebody next to the road.
Huh? What?
Hi there, Alice! Good to see ya! Oops. Good to see ya! The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Sitting there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be that long before Junpei realized who she was, with dots. End. Hi, Alice! Nice to see you! I know you'll be in the next game. Because I know who the characters are. Don't forget your towel. Don't forget your towel. And with that, we've gotten the June ending. Well, that's all of it. It's every single ending, every single room, every single different path. Okay, Travis, so to answer a few questions, or ask a few questions, I guess. One, I think the only question I really have at this point is what's going on with Snake's garb. That's the only real question I have. I know it has something to do with the astrological symbols, and I'm guessing he might be like a pivotal point for it. Maybe because, and I know with the lights, every time Junpei said light, he was saying Snake's name, and Snake was panicking because he thought that Junpei knew his name. That was pretty much what I gathered from that, now that I know that he was light. I feel like I figured that out slightly when we were talking to Seven the first time and he was going through all the names. Once he was like talking about that, I don't even know what screen to go to right now, by the way. We've already seen everything. Snake's arm, that's an interesting one. It won't be brought up really, but it is a reference. You won't see that symbol again in ZTD. Okay. They didn't really say the last names. Hold on. Why am I back here?
What the?
Okay, listen. We're good. We're gonna save right here. Turn the telescreen. Yeah, let's return this telescreen. Here, what I'll do, let me do this. Because I don't want to just stay at the... yeah, we'll stay at the screen here. They didn't say their last names, but they did say light when we were going through like the light Easter egg sort of thing. And Snake and Clover's last name is Field. Okay, that's interesting. Cloverfield? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't want to know more about the characters right now because I know there's going to be references in later games based on what I've been like just kind of hinted at, that there's Easter eggs. Clover's real name is Clover. Yeah, we already figured that out. I think that's pretty much the only like questions I really had, because we know Ace is there because he's Hongo. Snake was part of the game. Santa was part of the game. Clover was part of the game. Junpei was the morphogenetic field connection between Akane 9 years ago till now, and she needed him there to be part of that. June was there as kind of like a semi-real ghost, essentially, where she did exist, but she was also the one who died, so because Junpei completing the cycle caused her to do that. All the people, bar the 4 people hosting it before, were there because they were in Akane's vision in the room. Yeah, that's the other thing too. That's kind of what I was gonna say too, because June is of course like the vision sort of thing. Seven was there because he was the detective and also in that room. Lotus, which was Nona's mother, coincidentally made it there, and then Ninth Man was just the fucking Ninth Man who just needed to die. Overall, I had a lot of fun with the game. I really enjoyed 999. I enjoyed all the puzzles. I'm glad I got through a lot of them as fast as I did, even without like help or very, very minimal help. Because I tried, every time I did a puzzle, I tried not to look at the screen at the right side where like chat was. I wanted to be sure that, here, you know what? How about, before we go any further, let me do one thing. Hold on. There we go. Let's have that go on in the background. Why not? Let's have this in the background here. In order for Junpei to help Akane with the puzzle, Akane had to set it up so that it'd be there. Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. So, I'm gonna turn this down slightly. Yes, I'm playing New World Order in the background. I figured it helps for this point. Loops like this will become more common as the game goes on. Cool. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with the game. I liked all the puzzles here. I'm glad I didn't like look at the side of the screen so that way I didn't get too much help. I'm glad I did the face cam. I hope you guys like the reactions to some of this stuff. I don't usually like showing my face because reasons, but I mean, I had fun with it. This is also so weird that this is the first game I've actually finished like all the way through. So, yeah, face cam is great. I've heard your face is best. Listen, I don't have the best face. Should I just hide behind the Chiaki? Just no. Anyway, cool Joker. Thanks. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do more for like reaction stuff. I want to still finish some of my other stuff, and I'm looking to do more streaming. I'm glad you guys all like the 999 stuff. That was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to doing more of this stuff in the future. So hopefully you guys still stick with me through it. I'm super excited for how it's gonna go. I'm like reading chat and looking at the camera. This is weird. During the race though, no one knows my face in Infinity League. It's all good, Travis. I know. Also, yeah. So in a few, what is it? Oh shit! It's 2:30 my time. So in like 15 minutes or so after this stream ends, me and Travis are gonna do a Dishonored race. streaming that, so stay tuned for that if you haven't already known. It's gonna be interesting, so we could delay a little. Yeah, I was gonna get some food real quick, Travis, so we will see. But once again, just thank you guys for all the support here with all the streams that have gone on, with Far Cry, with 999, with me streaming and such. I've always wanted to do this. It's so, I just keep saying this, it's so surreal to me that I can actually do this. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm just, yeah, now I can watch you do 999 now, Mike, so I can watch through that. Yeah, also 9 people are watching. So, also, so as far as next time goes after Dishonored, after the Dishonored race, there is going to be some more Far Cry and Orange Juice streams, so I mean, if anyone wants to watch those, I mean, Far Cry has been fun, so we'll do that. And then, as far as Virtue's Last Reward, I will not be getting to that for a while. I do own the game, I mean, it's part of this entire pack, but I will not be getting through VLR for quite some time. I want to take a break through the games for a bit. I know Mike and a few other people, I know Mike and Travis, you guys are like, I want you to go straight into it. I want to take a little bit of a break between the games. I don't want to just keep going like all the way through. The way I like playing games is I like to give them a break and such between. So we'll play a few more games. Don't worry, it's going to be coming eventually, but I want to play a few more different types of games, and then we'll get right back into VLR, and then we'll finish ZTD. And I will, of course, Travis and Micah definitely, I'll let you guys all know, of course, it's going to be posted, so. Tatsu, there may be one game that you suggested that's going to be coming up, so, yeah, exactly. I don't want to, like, yeah, exactly what Moon said, is I don't want to, like, go straight through all these games and, like, burn out from them, you know? I want to still enjoy them and just take it at my own pace. I still want to, like, super enjoy the games and such, so. But, the new Let's Play that's going to replace this, well, so Tuesdays now. Next Tuesday is going to be the Cuphead Hot Wings stream, attempt number 2. So if you guys are ready for that, stay tuned. More Far Cry, more Orange Juice is going to be coming out, and then there is going to be a new stream Let's Play coming out soon. And I will be probably getting back to, because Tatsu's been complimenting my editing and my past, like, Let's Plays that I've done. So I will be finishing up Resident Evil and Zero Striker Gunvolt. If any of you guys watch those Let's Plays. I know people don't really watch Let's Plays anymore, but I still like wanting to learn how to edit. So if you guys have watched the Resident Evil and Zero Striker Gunvolt, hopefully you guys enjoy watching that. But yep, there's going to be a new Let's Play that's going to be happening, or Let's Stream, on Tuesdays, after the Hot Wings challenge. And if we somehow hit 75 subscribers before then 2 Tuesdays later, because then there's going to be the I cosplay, which I get the I cosplay in 2 days. Fun fact. So that's going to be fun. But anyway, I've been rambling on so long. All this is practically vlogging streaming nowadays. That's true, but I like doing like Let's Plays and such. Like, that's why I've been trying to do like my Fire Emblem Warriors charts and such. Complete side note. I want to Let's Play and do the most complete walkthrough of Fire Emblem Warriors with every single material and everything eventually. That's my one goal. Not the point, but 58 subs, yeah. This is crazy. I've only started this for like 4 months now. 3 months, I guess, total. It's so bizarre. So, hopefully we'll see where this goes. I'm looking forward to it, so. I'm looking forward to doing more, and hopefully the community grows, and hopefully we have a good time and just laugh, and just, I'm just appreciative of all of you guys as always. I can't say anything, Mallory. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm sorry. I'm just really appreciative of all you guys' support and everything, and thank you for sticking with me through 999, through Far Cry, through everything, and being there to support. So I really do appreciate it. But with that, I'm going to end off the stream here. I'm going to go get some food because I'm fucking starving. And then once again, stay tuned. They're going to be Dishonored race with Travis. So that should be fun. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. See you guys again next time. Or, I guess, later today, if not. So, have a wonderful day, guys. Peace. Bye.